He was still standing in the doorway when I turned. The hallway was still. I could feel the weight in the air, expectant, unspoken, steady. He hadn't stepped back and I hadn't asked him to. If you've been here before, you know what to do. Tap like and subscribe. It helps more than you think. And if you're new, you picked a good one to start with. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now let's get into it. The porch boards feel cool beneath my feet as I step outside. Coffee cup in hand. The morning sunlight warms the breeze just enough to make it refreshing. My wrap is soft and loose, the sleeves brushing against my arms as I adjust my grip. I take a sip, the kind that warms your mouth before it even reaches your throat. Then the doorbell rings. He's already halfway down the steps by the time I pull the door open. The sound makes him pause. He turns, tall, slightly uncertain, his postal uniform hanging just a little too big. His name tag reads Ethan. His eyes meet mine briefly, then glance away. I lean lightly against the doorframe, one hand around the mug, the other near the edge. That for me. I nod toward the small parcel in his hands. He steps forward, voice quiet. Said it was time sensitive. I take the box, watching him. He doesn't turn, doesn't speak, just lingers. I shift a bit, and the door stays half open behind me. His gaze flicks upward, surprised. He says nothing. I tilt my head, a small smile teasing one corner of my mouth. You look like you weren't expecting that delivery. Then I turn, walk slowly back inside, coffee in one hand, the box in the other. And I don't bother closing the door. I don't look back as I cross the hallway. The soft creak of wood underfoot is the only sound. Until I hear it. The subtle click of the door closing behind him. I place the package on the entry table, coffee still in hand, and turn just enough to see him. He's still standing there, inside, expression unreadable. Like he's still figuring out what to do next. I don't speak at first. I let the silence stretch for a moment. You can just rest it against the frame, I say softly. He moves slowly, uncertain, but he listens. The latch clicks gently, and the hallway slips into a hush that feels deeper than before. I step aside, just enough for him to move forward. He does cautiously, like someone who isn't sure they're allowed in yet. Now his eyes stay on mine, waiting. When he stops just in front of me, I glance at his hand, still hovering, and reach out. Our hands meet briefly. I watch his throat shift with a tight breath. I gently turn my hand in his. It's okay, I say. You don't have to be nervous. He reaches again, slower this time. His fingers settle lightly against mine. I stay still for a second longer, just watching. His hand lingers near mine, calm, steady. And I notice how close we've ended up standing. There's a shift in the air, unsure, quiet, but charged with something neither of us names. I turn to face him fully. He looks into my eyes, uncertain at first. Until I rest my hand gently near his again. The stillness seems to ease something between us. He steps in slightly, and I stay just as I am. He leans forward a little, near my shoulder. Like he wants to say something but doesn't. There's a flicker of tension, rising and unspoken. The way my wrap moves slightly near my shoulder catches his eye before he glances away. I offer a subtle nod, a quiet sign that I'm still okay with this silence. His hand hovers briefly, then slides gently along my arm, pausing like he's waiting to be sure. Each motion is careful, measured, quiet. I exhale softly, not sure what's coming next. A breeze slips through, stirring the light fabric near my shoulder. I shift slightly. He remains beside me, calm, his hand warm on my skin. Our eyes meet in stillness. It's okay, I whisper. You don't have to worry. He gives a small nod, staying close, not speaking. I stay where I am, letting the silence fill the space around us. I lift his hand slowly, placing it where it feels natural. Then I let my own hand fall back. We share a soft kiss. Unrushed, quiet. Just long enough to feel. The taste of coffee still lingers faintly. His hands rest lightly on my sides as I lean in slightly closer. The fabric of my wrap shifts softly between us. His hands stay gentle, steady, as the silence settles around us again. No words. Just presence. I lean back slightly, feeling the table behind me with my hands for support. He steps in closer again, quietly. His hands trace along my arms, the wrap moving subtly under his touch. Nothing is hurried. Everything is soft, intentional, slow. The air has cooled just enough to heighten the moment. He leans in once more. And we kiss again, soft, quiet, connected. My hand finds his back, light and steady. We stand that way, close, not needing to speak. Each motion now feels sure, like we're easing into something wordless but understood. His hands stay respectful, relaxed, moving within the space we've created. I wrap my arms gently around his neck. He stays close, silent. I hold him there, soft and still. The fabric behind me shifts slightly where I rest against the table. There's no plan. Just a quiet moment held without pressure or expectation. I don't move away. And neither does he. We stay like that, near, letting the moment hold us. No need to say anything. Be honest. If you were standing at her door, would you have stepped inside? Or waited for an invitation? Tell me in the comments. I'll be reading. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want a scripted version for voiceover, or formatted for video narration with pauses and direction cues.